What if everything you've been taught about success is actually keeping you stuck? We live in a world that thrives on mediocrity. Everyone wants to celebrate average. Work hard, pay the bills, save a little, and repeat. That's the script. That's what we've been conditioned to believe since childhood. But here's the brutal truth. It's not working. It will never generate the success that you're looking for, and it hasn't been working for decades. 78% of Americans today are living paycheck to paycheck under this script. Only 10% feel confident about their retirement, and nearly 1 in 3 have $0 saved. Despite this overwhelming reality, the same outdated advice gets recycled. Go to school, get a job, max out your 401k, and wait until you're 65 and just hope that it works out. Listen, my friends, that's not a strategy. It's a slow drift into financial disappointment. Meanwhile, the top 3% of the people inside of our economy, they don't just play by average rules better, they play a completely different game. They think differently, they move strategically, and they design their lives that aren't chained to a paycheck or a retirement age. And the reason they win at such massive levels has very little to do with luck. It starts with the mindset. So today in this video, I'm going to share with you the 7 mindset shifts that separate the truly wealthy from everyone else, and how you can start applying them right now to build your freedom, your wealth, and a life on your terms. Now, if this is your first time on this YouTube channel, I want to welcome you to the Wealth Outside of Wall Street channel, where we teach you how to take control over your money, multiply your freedom, and escape the broken system once and for all. My name is Ryan D. Lee, and on this channel, we expose the lies of traditional finance, and we show you how to create real financial freedom in 10 years or less. So if you're ready to stop trading your time for money and start building a life that actually excites you, then hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and share this with someone who wants to come on the journey with you. So let's dive into the 7 mindset shifts that will start creating real wealth mentally so you can experience it physically. The first one is auditing your circle with 25 words. Now, you become the average of the people that you spend the most time with. But here's a little twist I want you to try for this exercise. I want you to draw 5 branches on a tree. On each one, write the name of a person who influences you the most. Now, describe each one of them in 5 words. Write those 5 words next to the name that you put on the branch. You now have 25 words coming from the 5 people who influence you the most. This is a mirror to you. If those words don't reflect the person that you want to become, it's time for you to expand your circle or start feeding your mind with people and content that align with who you want to be. For example, when I did this exercise a few years ago, I wrote down the 5 people I spent the most time with. 2 of them were coworkers, 1 was a friend I had growing up, another one was a relative, and the last one was a business mentor as I was trying to transition out of W-2 work into starting a business. Here were some of the words that I wrote down to describe some of the people that at the time were influencing me the most. Stressed, reactive, skeptical, funny, loyal, comfortable, safe, resistant, smart, tired, disciplined, focused, driven, visionary, and bold. When I looked at all 25 words laid out, it hit me like a slap across the face. There was a mix of ambition and stagnation, and I realized I was constantly battling between playing small and playing big. That moment made me more intentional about who I listened to, who I sought out, and what kind of energy I let influence me. Because your environment isn't just around you, it becomes part of you. Self-awareness is the gateway to change. Number 2, own first and spend later. The wealthy, well, they buy assets first and they let those assets pay for their lifestyle. Most people do the exact opposite. They spend first, then they try to save or invest whatever's left over. That, my friends, is a losing game. Appreciating cash flowing assets like real estate, businesses, cash flowing investments in the vault are what build real freedom. Depreciating assets like cars, gadgets, and liabilities, they lose value and drain your potential. Let your money work for you, then let that money buy the nice things that you want in life. When you want something, go figure out what assets you need to acquire first and let those assets acquire the luxuries of life that you want. Number 3, obsess over your outcome or the result. Wealth doesn't just happen by accident. The top 1%, they're obsessed with their vision. Napoleon Hill probably said it best. He said, desire is the starting point of all achievement. The wealthy don't just want money, they expect to build it. They set targets, they focus, and their minds begin to see a vision. They see opportunities that others are blind to. So what's your number? What's your vision? What is your freedom goal? What do you want to experience inside of your life? The more mentally clear you can get of that vision and the more you can emotionally attach to that vision, the more your mind starts to lose track of reality today and your envisioned future. Once that vision gets planted in your subconscious mind, the most powerful tool that you have access to, starts working night and day on your behalf to put in place all of the people, the conversations, and the opportunities to make that vision come your actual reality. Number 4, plan well but act fast. Successful people don't just dream, they act. They convert knowledge into wisdom by taking real, meaningful action. They turn their goals into plans and plans into movement. A study by Dr. Gail Matthews showed that people who wrote down goals, broke them into steps, and tracked their progress towards those goals had a 76% higher success rate. That's not just a fluke, that's a trend. If you want to be 76% more successful, here's how you do it. You take one goal, you clearly define what success means, then you break it down into weekly and daily actions. By doing this, you reverse engineer your path to exactly what you want. And if you want to take it one step further, share your goals with someone who will hold you accountable to doing the daily and the weekly work to make the end goal become inevitable. Freedom isn't found in perfection. It's never found in the perfect plan. It's found in momentum by taking daily, consistent action. Number 5, this one might be my favorite. It's speaking the language of possibility. The wealthy don't ask, can I afford this? They ask, how can I afford it? And what assets do I need to acquire to pay for the things that I want? That one shift can change everything for you. Most people think in binary yes or no. They say, I can't afford it, and just like that, they shut down the creative part of their brains. The possibility that is inherent in everyone dies before the idea even has a chance to come to fruition. But the wealthy, well, they stay in the game longer by asking better questions. They don't default to no, they ask how. Because here's the truth, if you want something badly enough and give your brain permission to go to work on it, there is always a way. Your thoughts shape your words turn into your actions form your habits, and your habits, well, they become your character. And the longer you lean into and live into that character, your character becomes your destiny. But it all starts right here, your thoughts and your words. If you want more possibilities in your life, start speaking the language of solutions. Train your mind to solve, not surrender. Number 6 is a powerful one. Learn to feel your emotions, then move anyway. Is there luck in life? Absolutely. But the wealthy don't wait for luck. They move through the fear and they take action anyway. They follow the lead. They send the message. They chase the opportunity, not because they're fearless, but because they've learned to feel the fear without being ruled by it. Ask yourself the question that very few people actually do. What if this thing actually works? Then ask, what's the worst that could happen if it doesn't? You'll realize most of the fears that you have are in your head and they will never come to reality. In fact, a study shows that 90% of what people fear never actually happens. Fear is just an emotion, not a stop sign. And the most powerful person in the room isn't the one who avoids fear. It's the one who feels every emotion and isn't afraid to continue to move forward anyway. Because here's the truth, any meaningful goal comes with discomfort. The joy you want lives on the other side of risk, failure, and ultimately frustration. You don't get the reward without the resistance. So don't run from your emotions, don't hide from your emotions, use them. Feel the fear, feel the doubt, and let it fuel your next move. And the 7th key to success is one of the core missions of this YouTube channel. Build income that doesn't rely on you or your time. This is the golden rule of the 1%. They build systems and assets that earn without their presence. Whether it's real estate, royalties, businesses, or the vault strategy, their income is independent of their time and effort. Compare that to the average person stuck in the work, pay, repeat loop. You only have so much time that you can trade, but your money, it can work for you 24/7. So start building income that pays you whether you're working, traveling, or sleeping. That's what separates the financially free from the financially fatigued. So here's the big question I have for you. Which of these mindset shifts do you need to make in your life right now? Let me know down in the comments. And if you want to go deeper on this concept, watch some of the videos that I've included for you down in the links below. They're going to show you exactly how to move from surviving to thriving to ultimately how to design a life where you own your time completely. Click on the links below and I'll see you there.